Now, here's Kansas City's most accurate forecast from meteorologist Gerard Jebaily.
Good Sunday morning, and we've been tracking this storm a long time, and of course it's finally here. We're seeing the snow everywhere. Roads are covered, and this is also blowing snow, which is helping them to stay covered. Even after the plows have gone by, the wind has been blowing them back on many of the streets around here. Let's take a look here from the Country Club Plaza. All the roads are covered up here, so slick driving here, but we want people to be especially cautious on the highways. While we're typically traveling at speeds 60 to 70 miles an hour, this is not the day to do that, obviously. Some vehicles going by pretty quickly, but there is some of the snow that's been compacted down as vehicles have traveled past it, and even turned it somewhat into ice. So we've seen several slide outs. We want everyone to be careful, please, and just not be out if you don't have to be. All the roads are still covered, and it's going to take some time for them to be cleaned up to make really safe for travel. Salt today is not going to work so well at all. We are seeing temperatures just way too cold. We're looking at the temperatures now in the low teens, near single digits off to the north and west, and still upper teens off to the south and east. So everywhere it's just going to be chilly, but the wind gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour, making it feel like it's below zero practically everywhere. Feels like it's -9 up at the KCI airport, -4 downtown, feeling like it's -12 at St. Joseph, and other places still feeling like it's in the low single digits. So that's another reason just to stay inside. It's just too cold to be outside anyway. All right, so here's a look at weather track radar. We're seeing again the heaviest of that band still passing through Kansas City. It's starting to exit out a little bit, but still seeing some moderate to heavy snow in parts of the area, and that's going to continue its way to the east all the way through Green Valley, straight up and east along I-70 here. So more heavy snow coming our way. A little bit of a lightening up of things here in Lawrence for the time being, but still another band of some moderate snow that's going to continue to track its way eastward into Ottawa. And we're watching to see if we see this disturbance continue on and whether or not we get another burst of snowfall like we've been seeing a couple of them this morning, which would just tack on to what we've already seen, which is about 1.5 inches. I'm going to go out in a bit and measure things one more time. All right, so here we are at PowerCast, 6:30 in the morning. Going to continue to see the snowfall, but it'll be slowly tapering off from around 8 to 9. By 10 o'clock, we're starting to see things just about clear out completely, so we don't have much more of this. But still, after it's done falling, the wind's going to be around, so will the cold temperatures. That could blow the snow around as well. And that's also going to make a little difference in your measurements. Your neighbor could measure something a little different today than you, just because the wind may pile it up in a certain spot. All right, temperatures tonight are going to crash. Arctic blast as it's coming in. We're looking at that dropping into the low single digits, even negatives, as we move into early Monday morning. So -2 on the table right now for Kansas City. Otherwise, spots may just barely miss the negatives later tonight and tomorrow morning. All right, by 11 a.m. on Monday, still pretty cold. We're in the single digits, but slowly we're getting up to the teens again. We can do a lot better than that. We are going to warm back up here eventually, and I'll show you that in a second. All right, slick roads and blowing snow, very likely. Of course, we are seeing that, guaranteed. Power outages low, that's the good news, because we're not seeing as much that sticky snow to stick to the trees and power lines, so that's good news. But your timeline, the snow will taper off with 2 to 3 inches through 10 a.m. tonight. That compacted snow will, of course, continue to lead to those slick roads. The salt's not going to be working, so please be careful even after the snow is over. Tonight, temperatures are crashing to near zero. Wind chill, -10 to -15. That is certainly uncomfortable. We could consider that the point of dangerous, so no reason to be outside when it's that cold either. I'm pretty sure they're going to be talking about canceling school tomorrow just because of the leftover, plus the cold. It's just not going to be easy. And then you see we do slowly warm back up to the 30s. Another system possible as we move into Thursday. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not the winter kind. Rain, I think people will rather have. Rain.